Wear all PPE and follow all safety protocols as required by your company policy and the Ripjack user manual. Make sure your Milwaukee M18 battery is charged. Inspect the Ripjack, safety strap, key fob transmitter, and safety clamp for any defect or damage. If you find any problems, do not use the Ripjack. If everything looks good, slide and lock the battery into the Ripjack. Expose 5 inches of a single concentric neutral wire from the URD cable to be stripped. Position the Ripjack with its rollers on the cable and the wire between the rollers. Keep one hand on the Ripjack to maintain its position on the cable. If the safety strap is not already fastened, loop the strap around the cable and insert the push-button latch into its holster. Insert the wire into the mandrel opening. The wire should extend less than 1 inch past the opening. Trim the end if needed. Bend the wire around the mandrel opening to lock it into place. Make sure the wire tip stays in front of the remaining wire so it doesn't get bound up. Push the on button on the Ripjack so the LED light comes on. With your hands in the clear, hold the transmitter at least 2 feet away and press the up arrow to engage the Ripjack. If using the Ripjack on the ground, release the handle as the Ripjack becomes secured to the cable via 1 to 2 wire wraps on the mandrel. Continue to hold the up arrow on the transmitter to engage the Ripjack. Release the up arrow to stop the Ripjack at your desired endpoint. Start and stop the Ripjack in small increments if needed. Hold the Ripjack handle and press the down arrow for 1 to 2 seconds to release the mandrel's tension on the wire. Release the wire by pushing the wire tip in the opposite direction that it is bound. Slide the wire down the mandrel away from the opening to avoid tangling the wire in the mandrel opening. Holding the Ripjack handle, push the button on the safety strap to release it from its holster. Holding the Ripjack parallel to the cable so the wire is clear of the front roller, pull the Ripjack away from the cable until the wire has almost fully unwound. Hold the wire securely with one hand while releasing the wire from the Ripjack. Then, secure the concentric neutral wire within your workspace. Now you'll see the minor changes needed to use the Ripjack safely in an elevated situation, anytime the Ripjack is higher than 4 feet off the ground. Before releasing the Ripjack to strip, keep one hand either on the handle of the Ripjack or at the base of the cable until you've secured the Ripjack safety clamp. Once you've advanced the Ripjack so that 6 inches of cable is exposed behind the Ripjack, you must install and secure the Ripjack safety clamp to the cable at least 5 inches from the bottom end of the cable. After completing the strip, push the down arrow on your key fob transmitter until the Ripjack descends to you. After taking the Ripjack off the cable, pull the safety clamp release tab to remove it from the bottom of the cable. You can press the off button or simply wait for the tool to shut off on its own after 2 minutes of rest. It's that easy. Contact us with any questions, concerns, or feedback. 833-RIPJACK or support@theripjack.com.